You chose to be trans. You did not choose to be gay. They don't belong in the same category. Being African American is not a decision you make.
Yeah.
And this is ready. The fundamentalist Christians are going to come after me. Being homosexual is not a decision you make. You're born homosexual or you're not born homosexual. There's tons.
You firmly believe that.
There's tons of
so
studies.
Lady Gaga was right. You're born this way.
Yeah, of course you're born. Yeah, there's tons of studies.
I agree with that.
Okay.
You can't really sell someone to, hey, you should be gay, bro.
Correct.
You should be gay.
Yes,
you should be gay.
Now, you might. So, two things I want to point out. Number one, there's a book called Dataclysm where they go over gay porn searches state by state, and guess what? It's the same in every state.
Is it really?
Just as many gay people in Vermont as there is in Alabama, and there were just as many gay people in the 1950s as a percentage as there are today.
No way.
Gay people, not trans people.
Really?
Gay people, yes. So now the next question you have to ask yourself, because Dr. Buss back here, what on earth would homosexuality have to do with the ancestral environment? And their answer is, you and me go hunt, our wives and daughters are back there foraging, and we want a man to protect them. But we want a man who has no interest in having sex with them. And not only that man is going to pair up with another man, which kills two birds. You see what I'm saying? PBD, he did the other day, he had a chart where he showed, and by the way, you can measure the variance of X chromosome, the variance of Y chromosome, and so you can tell the number of men that have had, the variance of men that have had sex throughout history and the variance of women. I don't know if you saw it. It is 40% of men and 80% of women throughout history have replicated.
I've seen this.
So what does that mean? That means we had surplus men. A problem in ancestral periods is surplus men. Homosexuality is kind of a way to solve surplus men. Just a theory. I don't know if that's the case. What I do know is
less
that
competition.
What I do know is that nobody is like convincing people to become gay. Whatever Alex Jones says about frogs fucking changing gender, which by the way, frogs were changing gender before Alex Jones were born. Frogs were changing gender before there were humans. Amphibians were changing gender 2 or 3 billion years ago. It is not because of the pesticides in this case caused it to happen. But what the belief is, you drink the pesticides, therefore it lowers your testosterone levels, and now you turn gay. And somehow lower testosterone equals gay. Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, what are you talking about? That is not what it means. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like such a misnomer. Let's get it straight. If you have a problem, like, again, notice what I said. I have a problem with the way AOC and the woke left are pushing this narrative down here. But if we're going to combat the narrative, let's at least have our facts straight. Trans people and gay people have next to nothing to do with each other. Lesbians and trans have nothing to do, very little to do with each other.
Why is it all just this alphabet soup, and they're taking out 25% of the alphabet, and they're all just grouped in? Because next thing you know, there's a plus in there, there's a Q, there's a 2, I believe, in front now. It's like they all have different agendas. And I get that every single person wants to be treated with respect, have dignity, not be hated on, feel equal under the law. I get that. But it doesn't add up to me. Like you're saying, like the G's, the L's, they're totally different from
But you chose to be trans. You did not choose to be gay. They don't belong in the same category. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's the point. It's ridiculous for me. And like I said before, I think like regular gay men are just going to be like, yo, I'm done with this. Man, fuck y'all. I'm done. You don't represent me anymore.
I'm going to take my dick and go home.
I'm just going to go. I'm going to go live. Because you want to know what most people want? They want to be left alone. They don't want their whole life exposed. They don't want that. And you know what? When like we have the idea, like Bilzerian, I just saw the other day, his assistant's gay dude. I see all the time. We have Buttigieg. Like gay people are all over the place. Gay men are all over the place.
No problem.
No problem at all. And then the issue happens where like now you're getting pulled into all these, let's go ahead and throw bricks through windows and set shit on fire. I'm like, wait, you don't represent, if I was a gay dude right now, I'd be like, you don't represent me anymore. I'm out. I'm moderates.
That's my question. Is like,
moderates, I'm going to whatever. Because initially, if you go back to the 1950s, they are on the forefront. Nobody's thinking about trans back then.
Yeah.
They're on the cutting edge. Now they're more accepted by society. You know what I'm saying? We're probably gonna have a gay vice president, some shit like that, whatever. And so they're more accepted by society, which is good, right? You can play defensive end for the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers and be openly gay. Carl Nassib. Okay? Don't tell me like it's just like it was in the 1950s. It isn't. But that's my whole point is that like the reason why I'm frustrated is because Gary the Numbers guy had some statements. He believes all homosexuals were created through molestation. And I was just going to try to show him some statistics that show
all homosexuals are created through molestation.
The majority of homosexuals are not molested to start off with. But anyway, so I was going to bring up some statistics. So I was like, okay, let me look up homosexuals and statistics. You know, Alex, I couldn't find any. I couldn't find the only thing that happened to me is they kept saying fucking trans, gay, whatever, all this stuff. They put it together, and I was like, I just want one stat. They could give it to me.